my channel, welcome. I don't know if it's morning, noon, or night for y'all right now. It is night for me because my day has been insane. So if you're new to my channel, this is my weight loss journey using keto to lose over 200 pounds, my ups, my downs, my gains, my losses, having polycystic ovary syndrome, used to have type 2 diabetes, used to have high blood pressure, used to have a crap load of stuff wrong with me. I still have fibromyalgia. I still have an adrenal gland issue, which causes my weight to rise every time I get stressed or do physical activity or anything like that, which really sucks. So right now I'm doing, today's day 4, I think it's day 4. It's day 4, day 3. I don't know. I've lost track. I don't know. Anyways, I have a 7-day high protein keto. Trying to keep my carbs 10 or less total. At least 120 or higher protein, higher the better, and around 1,200 calories or whatever it goes to. No biggie. Also, no snacking. Getting at least 6,000 steps plus a day. Trying to eat 1 or 2 meals a day max. What else did I give myself in this challenge? I can have collagen. I can have keto chow. And on Friday, I can have a salad if I want. So my carbs are higher on that day. Still around like 20 total carbs because it's just some lettuce, some tomatoes, stuff like that. I am now making some hamburger meat and I will show you what I do with it, which will probably be really boring. But let me go ahead and show you yesterday's carb manager, my steps, my sleep, and my weigh-in for today. For Tuesday was 10,282. My sleep was 8 hours. You can see in the pink where I was awake. It goes on the very low side, lower than I would like on everything. My protein was 83. That's terrible. My fat is 28. I don't like it that low. I never like it below 30. My calories is 652. Terrible. My total carbs is 5. My net is 4. Alright, so I am down 1 pound even. So down another pound, so that is a yay. Okay, you see, I'm down another pound, so that's a lot in a few days. The first day was over 7, 8, somewhere around there. So, okay, day 1, I weighed in almost 186. And now I'm weighing in at 174.4. And I think it's day 4. Which we'll see the weigh-in for tomorrow. So only 3 days. 3 days worth. And I am down 12 pounds. If my math isn't failing me because I'm tired as hell. 12 pounds in 3 days. Water, people. Water. I was saying I'm carrying tons of water weight. And that is proof because 12 pounds in 3 days is proof that I am gushing water off my body. Just like you hear, if you just start keto, you lose about 20 pounds really fast, especially the bigger you are, and it's water. Usually it's nothing but water. So, I have ran errands all day, been in Southern Pines, got some stuff for Thanksgiving, only a few items. Came home extremely upset because the girl forgot to give me my potatoes. And it pissed me off because it's a long drive and I'm not driving back to it. Just not. And it was about $20 worth of potatoes. I probably got more irritated than I should have. But I am going from net carb, okay, which in total carbs was pretty high. Net carbs were 20, but I mean, some of the days might have been 50, 60, maybe 70, because you know net carbs, they can be 1 for something that's 20 or 30 total. So I am having extreme carb withdrawals right now. The anger is real, the sadness is real, everything is real right this minute. Like, I am on pins and needles and I'm craving a friggin' Oreo. Not gonna lie, this girl is thinking about Oreo all day long. All day long. But I'm not going to go off and do some net carbs because I made a rule for this 7-day challenge, right? But I will show you what I did buy because I can only find them this time of year. The pumpkin cheesecake one. Not eating it right now. This is for Thanksgiving for me because I love that stuff so much and that'll be easier than me trying to make a bunch of keto desserts. 1 second. Alright, I need to drain the oil out of this bad boy, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to eat before I finish recording, but let me go ahead and show you what I'm having. 8 ounces of sirloin with everything like drained out, no fat in there, of hamburger meat. 1 serving of Duke mayo, 2 servings of organic mustard, and 1 ounce of Kobe jack cheese. And I'm just going to probably throw some Himalayan salt in here. You probably hear my scale because my cat's being bad inside. He's going to weigh himself, I guess. Now I got to clean that off again. But, yeah, I'm going to eat this and then cool off some hamburger meat for them so they'll leave me alone. Okay, I just finished the hamburger meat. It really was not satisfying at all. So I'm having 3 ounces of the Protein Spirit Modified Fast Keto Chow apple bread I made with some cinnamon burnt on it. I fried it up. Okay, so I have a major headache going on right now. I think it's sinus or a cluster or stress. I don't know. It just hurts. And I don't want to take ibuprofen because I've been doing so great on my weight loss. I don't want to stop. This video is not crazy long. It might have to be 2 together. I'm going to have to do tomorrow's video with it. Because one reason I didn't film a lot. Hold on. Yeah, it's Sharky. One reason I didn't film a lot was because my head's shaking so much it's kind of hard to film. Kitty wants to be held. So, yeah. Really hard to film when your head is shaking like crazy. I know if I would take the Motrin, the pain would probably go away and my head would stop shaking. And yes, I hit my head just today. Majorly bad on a weight bench. Which I should totally go show y'all the weight bench area. But maybe I should wait until he's completely done putting it together. Yeah, sure. Okay, hold on. Alright, this is what we got going on so far. We're going to still be putting an elliptical here. We've got this little mat going on over here. So far, knock on wood, the kittens have not tried to claw it yet.
Well, tell them how cheap this was.
Oh, yes. His adjustable weight's going up to 50 pounds.
I can't even see it.
They can
There you go.
They can see good enough. It was on sale for $1.99. So he was excited. So it was $1.99 for the set.
And where was it?
Sam's Warehouse.
Sam's Warehouse, $1.99, 55 pounds. You lift the pin and you slide it back and forth. That's how easy it is.
It shows in the store that it's $2.50, but when I rung them up, they were only $1.99. And of course, my little bench, he needs a better one, so we'll be working on that
And
later.
you got tons more stuff coming out here.
And then this machine y'all have seen me use before with my weights over on the other side, my kettle bar,
A fancy light.
a medicine ball. Oh, yes, and his fancy lights he put up like mine. But this, if you've seen my videos before, my porch, yeah, I have a mess over here. My stuff I still got to move. You would have seen my hobo porch or bohemian porch, which is totally gone now because he's turned it into a gym. His little gym. Are you happy, honey? You got a place to work out now and you can lock the cats out?
Yeah, I just need more weights.
My baby. Yeah, so we're going to try my elliptical here. If it's too claustrophobic, I'm saying bye-bye to my elliptical. Okay. So, I'm hoping the elliptical will work out there and I won't feel claustrophobic. I wish it was easier to use. It is the hardest elliptical I've ever been on and it is so huge. I'm almost at the point to just get rid of it because it wasn't the one I ordered. I've had it for years and I've maybe used it 4 or 5 times. All the reviews on this one was it's harder than the gym ones, level 10, which is totally true. I can use the gym ones way up high on levels, and the lowest level on this one, I can't even make it half a mile. But it does supposedly work other areas than the normal gym ones do. So we will see if I like it out there or not. If I don't, I'm probably just going to get rid of it. I don't know what else to say right now. Other than, let me show you what I did last night, which I am not done at all. I started decorating for Christmas. Yes, I know, not Thanksgiving yet, but I don't care. This was me starting to decorate for Christmas. And let's come over to this wall. Totally not done yet. Might even rearrange. Christmas trees going over there in that area. Can't get the Christmas tree I want because these monsters will eat it. Like, I have an amazing Christmas tree that will not be used because they will destroy it. Won't you, little monster? Don't play all innocent. Nana says it's time to get fixed. She's worried you're going to knock up the baby soon. So yeah, got to get him fixed soon. Which I hate the thought of that, but it's got to be done. Got to be done. So maybe I'll come back in a little bit and film more. If not, then I'm sorry, you're going to have 2 videos tied into one, because if it's under a certain amount of things, I don't want to take 7-8 hours of my internet to upload a 10-minute video. I'd rather just at least do a 20-minute video if I'm taking my internet up that long. It just takes forever, whether it's 10 minutes, 30 minutes, it still seems to take the same amount of time. It's really weird. It shouldn't. It should not. It should not take the same amount of time, but it seems to no matter what. So, which, like I said, makes no sense to me, but I've timed it over and over again, and it's the same. Still not sure why that is. But, oh, I've been going through my Thanksgiving list, trying to figure out what gets bought at what stores, because no store has anything, like everything anymore right now. So that's a nightmare. I'm looking for dried pinto beans and black eyed peas, and so far I can't find them. So hopefully I'll find them soon. But we'll see if I feel more in just a little bit. I'm going to go lay my head down because my head is really blowing up and it's already 9 o'clock at night. Alright, so now it's the 17th. So last night I made a vanilla keto chow into ice cream. I was not a fan, but I did stick it in the freezer. And I did add some monk fruit vanilla to try to make it a little better. It was just too plain for me. And hold on, let me show you. Hold on. Cake batter. Still wasn't a fan. I froze it. Then I ate a little after it was really, really frozen, and I actually became a fan. But it is very strong. So now I'm in love with the vanilla. I just have to add stuff to it. I just have to freeze it harder. So this is going to be part of my dinner tonight because it is 6 o'clock and I've had nothing but 1 collagen coffee today. That is it. No food yet, like yesterday. Yesterday, my calories and everything was too low because I only ate once. And that's the problem with today. But I haven't had time to eat. I didn't want to cheat by eating out. So here we go. I'm about to make my food. But let me go ahead and show you my weigh-in for today. Yesterday's steps, macros, and sleep. And we will have a chit chat in just a little bit after I make food and actually eat something because I am very hungry. Alright, so I'm just having what I had yesterday, but I only have 6.5 ounces of the ground beef, and I have 1 ounce of cheese in here, 1 serving of mustard. I probably should have more mustard, and 1 serving of Duke mayo. And I'm going to eat it, and of course, as soon as this thaws out a little, I'm going to have a keto chow as well. Sleep was 8 hours and 40 minutes, but it's totally lying. Like, I was awake so many times and for so long. Like, my sleep was insane last night. My steps yesterday was 10,175. My macros for Tuesday was 141 protein, 63 fat, 1,235 calories, 8 total carbs, 5 net carbs. My weigh-in this morning is 173.2, so that is almost 1 more pound gone again. Alright, so my porch is not done yet, but I did sneak out here to film, and with my new porch lighting that I put on yesterday, you can see me good enough. So now I can have silence other than the crickets and cars driving by. Hold on. I'll be able to talk a little until my arm gets tired of holding the phone. I just ate my dinner. Like I said, I did not like the vanilla chow at all until after it had been frozen. Once it is really frozen, I mean more than the ice cream maker does, I'm in love with it. I just ate it for dinner and it is so yummy and satisfying. I'm not crazy about eating hamburger meat that way at all, but was too lazy or exhausted, and it was so late to cook pork chops because it's what I have to cook. So that's what I ended up eating tonight, and I'm not doing veggies. It would taste so much better if I could have put lettuce and tomato and some pickles in there, or stuffed in a bell pepper or some bell peppers and olives with a little red sauce. There's a million ways I can make it keto friendly and make it taste yummy, but I was doing it carnivore friendly. Okay, yes, the keto chow is not carnivore, but it's the only thing I am allowing myself this week to have. Today is day 5. Now, day 6 is tomorrow, which I am allowing myself to have a salad tomorrow. So my carbs will be a higher total carb. Not really sure how, because how much higher? I'm just doing 1 meal, and I'm doing the yummy salad. I think we're still going, because I'm going at night to Meadow Lights to take my daughter to go see lights. We've done it every year, but 1 year since she was 2. And that was last year because the C word, it got canceled. So I'm kind of excited about it, and I want to go. It's opening night. I want to go before there's been billions of people there, and we can just go there, do it, and hopefully be the first people there, not in a line. 2019 when we went, no, 2020 when we went, the line was insane. Okay, I'm talking about a couple of hours long, and we ended up just walking around and looking at it instead, and leaving instead of doing the little tram ride, because it was freezing and we didn't want to be in that line. It was insane. So that's the goal for tomorrow, to go there and do that. Google was stupid today. So I went to pick up some stuff about an hour away from my dad. I don't know the area, so I had to use Google Map. It took me a different way home. A way totally out of the way, where I would have had to take tolls and everything. And I ended up pulling off at a gas station like 3 times trying to fix the map because she was being ridiculous. Finally was able to fix it and realized that I was right there by Costco. So we ended up going to Costco. Yeah, I think we have some cats in the yard and heat. You might hear them. And I'm worried that the girls, if I don't get them fixed, they're going to do this noise all night long in my house every time they get in heat. I'm a little concerned. I need to Google if that's a thing. If indoor cats who aren't around males still make noise. Because I never had them before. I never experienced the heat issue except with outdoor cats. Never had a cat fixed before either. But I have to take Sharky in a couple of weeks. I'm a little nervous right now. But it's got to be done. Because we don't want kittens. Because I won't be able to give them away. And we'll have a house full of kittens. Just the way it would be. So, but we did go to Costco, and I got a few things. I got some bedroom slippers, a little pajamas. What else did I get me? Oh, I did get some canned hams, just in case the world goes to shit again and we lose protein, like we don't have meat or it's too expensive. So I have been collecting canned hams lately. It's better than Spam. It's very similar, but this one's a more expensive, better one. It's a Canadian one. But that's what I've been collecting. Even Spams I've been collecting, but mainly canned chicken breast and canned hams. And tons of keto chow. There is a sale for Black Friday coming up for keto chow. And there is a sale on the 22nd, Black Friday, for perfect keto. So I'm going to both. I have already made sure and paid my credit card off today so that I hopefully by then have plenty of room that I can get all those things, because I buy my perfect keto for the Christmas sale every year. I buy a year's worth because I save so much money that it is totally worth it. I will spend $400 and have enough collagen for over a year. I still have collagen left from last year's sale. So I won't buy as much this year since I do have leftover. I'm going to go in there and count it. But I don't even know if I will have leftover after December, because I was timing it. I know I drink 2 to 3 collagens a month. So that's how I ordered it last year. And then I ordered some extra because my mom wanted to try it too. So I have tons of chocolate because that's the one she likes. But I have a lot of keto chow to pick up and things like that. I like to keep them on hand because I want to do a lot of cooking with them. I will be doing a lot of challenges. I still have to answer comments from yesterday and the day before, I think. But on January 1st is going to be a major kickoff for keto on my channel with some challenges and working out. I'm going to be filming some working out ones too. Also, I've been getting questions, which I'm going to answer their comment probably in a few minutes. when am I going to start my coaching? Wow. I was so depressed seeming and sad and so busy and so exhausted. There was no way I could focus on it. My daughter wants to help me on my website. She keeps asking every day, Mommy, can we do the website? Well, now that my internet's working and I'm not in the dark area anymore. And why am I not in the dark area? I'll tell you in a second. But now that all of a sudden I am not in the dark area as of day 5, I want to do it soon, like after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday. I want to start getting my website up and getting the coaching part up, because it's going to, all right, if someone wants me to be their coach, wants to hire me to be their coach, I'm going to need this big questionnaire that I'm still working on filled out. And before, like, I'm going to read all that, but I'm still going to have like a conversation in voice or something, or on cam, whatever that you feel comfortable with. And we're going to have to discuss things. How many times a day do you eat? Do you get sleep? What's your stress level? How is your cravings? Because I've learned over the last couple of months that there's even more to this than I thought before. Remember, I've lived alone, other than my daughter, for 5 years. 4 of those years I was keto, right? Living alone. Since Dino has come here, it has made keto so hard. So hard. Let me explain why. Because I didn't have those foods in my house. I didn't have to fight cravings. I didn't get bitchy and angry at someone for sitting in bed eating a pumpkin pie in front of me or something, or Oreos or something, because it didn't exist. Okay? I did not have to deal with the crap that a lot of y'all have to deal with, because you have children, you have husbands, you have other people that eat all the bad food, right? So I never had experienced that. My diet has been here in this house, and when my daughter lived here 24/7, because now she stays at my mom's some too, she did keto living with me. So I didn't have nothing. If I had cravings, God, there wasn't anything to go grab, right? And there wasn't anyone to say, why not? Just eat a bite. It's not going to kill you, blah, blah, blah. No. It is so much harder living with someone who doesn't do keto, who sees nothing wrong with eating that kind of food and influence you to eat that kind of food. Yeah. Or what's your snack? Okay? Like today. My rule is no snacking on the 7-day challenge. No eating processed foods, no eating foods I didn't cook other than a salad from Cracker Barrel. I did add that in because I promised my family that I would still do 1 day of eating out with them, because we were eating out 3 or 4 days a week together. So, yeah. He says, well, then bring keto snacks and put in the car, because I didn't eat breakfast or lunch. But like I told him, that's not a possibility. Keto snacks has tons of ingredients, okay? Even a beef stick has tons of ingredients. It has different seasonings. And right now I'm not even doing seasoning other than salt. Himalayan salt, and that is it that I put in. Okay, I have uncured meat in there. Not touching it. Not during the 7-day challenge. I am cleaning out my body. Okay, I am only eating proteins, some cheese, like 1 ounce of cheese a day, maybe 2 max. I allowed myself 1 keto chow so far on this journey, and I'm on day 5 already. I am cleaning myself out so much that I have to be in ketosis. I have not checked, but I can tell you from my mental state, my emotional state, my happiness and my energy, and not the dark place, I must be in ketosis, because only when I get kicked out of ketosis does the depression come back. That's the only time I see the dark. And I realize that if I do net carbs, I still need to keep my total carbs under 50, under 30. Like, I have to. If I feel so much better, like my pain levels, my fibromyalgia, my everything is so much better. Yes, I got emotional today and I was crying because I was hungry and bitchy for being hungry. Okay, I was. And I could have ate breakfast, but I was so running late, because today was a eat breakfast day. It was 2 meals. Yesterday was 1 meal. Today was supposed to be 2 meals. But I was running so late, I did not have time. And I like my protein sparing modified fast bread fried up right now or in the refrigerator. I don't like it just off the counter and taking it with me. It gets a little soggy in the car. I don't know why, but I'm noticing that. So I didn't have things I could just grab and go. It was too hot of a day to bring some cheese sticks. And then I went to the grocery store and was going to buy some cheese sticks to eat in the car on the way home. Oh, no, they are expensive. Like, all of a sudden, food has gone out of price. All right, I used to pay $4.99 for my eggs at Costco. Well, today they were almost $9 at Costco. What? Are you serious? Like, I can name so many things that have jumped $5 to $10. It's ridiculous. Like, insane. But it is what it is, right? So we drove in the car for hours today. Like, I think we're in the car for 2.5 to 3 hours almost, as much as places we had to go. And each one of the places were over an hour and 15 minutes away. And then we got lost and because of Google. And I still don't know what she did. Like, I guess she wanted me to go to Costco because I don't know. But what I was trying to get at is I have learned that when I say keto is easy, it is when you live alone or you make anyone in your house all do keto with you. I cannot tell you that it's easy anymore after living with someone who does not do keto, who eats your favorite Oreos and pumpkin pies and everything you can imagine in bed next to you when you are absolutely starving because it is 1 a.m. and you are smelling this yummy, delicious crap beside you that you cannot eat. Puts me in a bitchy mood from hell. Not even gonna lie. Really does. But if I would eat it, it would mess me up, right? So I get angry. So now I can understand why keto is not easy for some people. And clean keto was very hard for me for the last 2 months because of my family. I wanted to spend time with them. They like eating out. That's the only time they spend time together is when they eat out, which put tons of weight on me. Okay. Eating dirty keto, eating regular food, not keto, it's easy, right? You just go in a restaurant, pick your favorite foods, eat it, feel sick for some of us, get heartburn, throw up, or, but weight gain, not feeling healthy, feeling bigger and bigger every day. Okay, that's what dirty keto does to me. It's not worth it. It's easier, so much easier. No arguing with anyone. I can just order off a menu. I'm fine. But I'm not healthy fine. I'm not physically fine. That is the problem. Me trying to please other people, make life easier, made it more difficult for me and made me unpleased. Okay, so drastically. It's not their fault. It's just who they are. Like a normal person who eats normal food and will never understand a person who can't eat normal food. Dino could sit and eat big, giant, huge pumpkin pies every single day. You name it. I won't name all the food. And he doesn't go up 1 single pound. He stays the same weight. He doesn't go down, but he doesn't go up. I just take a bite and I'm going up. So he can't understand where I'm coming from. And it kind of can suck. And he says it's polite to offer his food to me. That's politeness. And I keep trying to say, it's not polite because I can't have it. So it feels like you're teasing me. But like, what am I going to do, right? Because in his mind, they do that. You ask. No matter what you tell them, he's going to ask you. He asked me about tomatoes, and I hate tomatoes plain, right? I hate it with a passion, and he eats cherry tomatoes like it's potato chips. And he will ask me 100 times a day, do you want one? No, I hate plain tomatoes, especially cherry. Do you want? No. It's like, I'm going to record myself saying no and just start pushing the button instead. Because I become the no girl. Not only for foods I don't like, but all the bad foods. Like, I am constantly having to say no. It is insane. So I understand more. So that's why I'm saying when I coach someone, I'm going to need to know their feelings, their environment. Because unless they just want someone who's making the menus and stuff like that. Or are you, because I'm going to have different levels. I'm going to have a cheaper version where I just make your menus and stuff like that for you. The more expensive one will be like one-on-one, where we can talk once a week. Like I said, on cam, voice somewhere or something, or both things. Or the really technical one would be more like where I do all that, plus we do some workout stuff, and I will listen like a therapist. You know, therapists never really give you advice. I've gone to a lot of therapists in my life for my post-traumatic stress syndrome. Other than meditation or telling me to focus my brain somewhere else, they never gave me advice out of like 15 plus years. They never told me what to do in life or anything. The therapeutic part was being able to talk to someone who isn't going to give you advice about certain things. Like, okay, like if I was bitching about Dino to someone, friends would normally be like, blah, 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 do this, blah, that, blah, blah, blah. A therapist would normally just listen and ask you, you know, how does that make you feel? Because just because they're bitching about someone doesn't mean they want to leave that person. Doesn't mean they don't love that person or that person doesn't love them. So it's kind of like that. Like, that kind of coaching with all the other stuff would mean I'm just there to listen to you. Listen to you, tell me things you don't want to tell your best friend, or you don't have anyone to tell. Like me, I have y'all what I can tell. But, like, it'll be an ear to listen. So it's more than just the diet, more than just making your menu or helping you find your macros, or, you know, and I don't even have to make menus. I can just help find macros and, you know, help you decide what's messing you up or not. And I will tell you, the one thing I did that really helped me was when I did carnivore for 3 months. And then started introducing stuff and canceling stuff and introducing stuff and canceling stuff. And Wendy and Harry did the same thing, come to find out. I did the carnivore thing like, what, 3 years ago? 2-3 years ago, something like that. And it helped me know that I can only have a little nightshade and I'm fine. More than that, I'm not. I literally know the measurements I can have, and I can't have them every day. I learned I could have 2 to 3 ounces of cheese max and be okay. Only a couple of ounces of heavy cream a day. I think it's like 1 ounce. It's really tiny for my heavy cream. I was able to introduce some cauliflower back in broccoli. It just has standard certain amount of measurements. Those are things that I learned where I thought I could never eat those things again. I learned I could, but I had a serving size before my stomach would act crazy. Still can't eat cabbage, which is very upsetting because I love me cabbage, especially my keto coleslaw. But yeah, can't do it. Nope, makes me really, really sick. So we're going to be using Carb Quick this week coming up. We're going to try some biscuits, I think. But I started driving home saying how much I miss chicken and dumplings. Like, I really miss it. My daughter loves it, but it's very, very, very carby, right? You can do the ones with the little Ann pastries, or you could do like a lot of moms did, was the just going to get Pillsbury Doughboy, the really cheap biscuits, and tearing them apart. And they made the best chicken and dumplings, right? So I am going to try, which I don't know if it's going to be a fail or not, but when I go to do it, I'm going to record it. We're going to try to make some biscuit dough with Carb Quick, so it'll be low carb, not really keto. A low carb version of chicken and dumplings, because it is getting winter time. My daughter loves it, and I want to make it for her, and my mom does, and this will be able, my mom would be able to eat it too. Just, you know, a low carb version. So that is the goal for the week coming up, or the week after, because, you know, Thanksgiving's next week, right? We have so much to cook. I got my cranberries today. It wasn't the ocean spray ones, so I don't know how well they're going to turn out. We will see. I really like the ocean spray ones, but we're going to give it a shot. I think I'm going to make it this weekend. So you're going to have that one like way before, because it just tastes better when it's been in the fridge for a couple of days anyways. But I have been rattling, plus yesterday's video and all that stuff. But did I even discuss my weight? I don't even know. I don't think I did. Did I? Well, I would have discussed it when I showed you the pictures, but yeah. Almost another pound down. So, that's, at least I'm still going down. when I get back into the low 160s, I'll be happy. So we will see what the scale says tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can get more protein in, but I am really full after keto chow, but my proteins and everything is really low again.